Hey guys, so I'm back with another video today, and we're gonna just do like basically a video dedicated just to video settings on your camera. So like what settings you're gonna use when you want to record video. So let's just go ahead and hop right into that. So with DSLRs, you can really customize and change the settings to just how you would like it to be. So first thing is first, go ahead and if you have it in auto mode right now, go ahead and switch it over to the M. That means it's going to be in manual mode and we can customize the settings there. If you were to be in auto mode, you can't customize anything, and really setting your own aperture, shutter speed, and ISO really does make a difference. So go ahead and switch it over to the manual mode. And then next we're going to go ahead and switch it all the way up to recording mode, and then we'll get started on our video settings. So first off, we can go ahead and change the shutter speed. So the shutter speed is right here. It's this little number that says 50 at the moment, and you can change this, you know, to be high or low, but for video I really do like to keep it at 50. So just keep it at 50 and your video will be good. So just make sure that number right there is set at 50. All you have to do is just touch it and scroll to 50. If you have the standard 18 to 55 millimeter lens on here, which is just this lens right here, if you have this lens on your camera right now, then don't worry about the aperture, which is right here. You can't really change the aperture, and if you go any higher in numbers, it's going to darken the screen and make your video a lot darker. So we obviously don't want that. We want the best quality. So I would suggest putting your lens at 18 right here. So that's going to put it at 3.5, which is going to be the best setting for video. Now if you have a lens that has an aperture of 1.4 or 1.8 or something like that, definitely put it on the lowest that it can go, so like 1.8, and then that will let a lot of light in, so that's going to make it look really nice and bright. Video quality is going to be really good. Alright, the next important thing to change is your ISO, and that's this little thing right here, this little box that says ISO in it. And what you really want to do is scroll back all the way to 100. That's going to keep it at its lowest, and that's going to provide the most quality. However, if it's a little bit dark in your room, I would say maybe go up to 200 or 400. If it's really, really dark in your room, bump it up to 800, but I really don't recommend going anything beyond that, because the video quality is just going to look very grainy and it's not going to look good. So if you can, keep it at 100. If you can't do it at 100, do either 200 or 400. If you absolutely have to go 800, then do 800. So just remember shutter speed, aperture, and ISO. Those are really going to give you great quality for your videos. Next is just a few different things that we want to change. So we are still in video mode, and all you're going to do is press this little Q button right here, and we're going to go ahead and go into this very top box right here, and that's going to be your autofocus. And so it has 3 different methods in here. You have tracking, multi, or single. And what you really want to put it on for YouTube videos specifically is tracking. This is just going to track your face and basically have your face in focus the whole time, because it's tracking you and it's not losing focus. So I definitely recommend tracking for your autofocus method, and that's just this first box right here. Alright, so moving on down to the movie recording size, this is going to be the quality of your video. So I like to do this third one right here, and that's going to be basically 24 frames per second. And this keeps it at 1080p, and that's going to be HD. I find that 1080p, 24 frames per second is the best setting to be on. Alright, so next we have your white balance, and honestly I just keep it on auto white balance, which is just the first one right here. And you know what, I think that that does a really good job actually, so I don't even mess with that. I just keep it on auto white balance, and that seems to do the trick. Next is your picture style, and that's going to be this second little button right here. And I actually changed this up a little bit, and I actually like to go into neutral, and I kind of customized this, and I put, for sharpness I put it up 1 notch, for contrast I put it up 2 notches, For saturation, 1 notch, and color tone, 1 notch as well. I feel that this just adds really nice contrast and saturation to my video, and that way in post-production I don't have to kind of like up the contrast and all that stuff. So I just find that that looks the best. So that's pretty much going to be it for settings on video mode. This is really all you need to achieve great quality video. It's very, very simple. Just make sure that you are in manual mode. That is definitely key to achieving great quality. So yeah, just remember 50 frames per second, lowest aperture that it can go, which for this lens, it is 3.5 on 18 millimeters. Remember, you don't want to go above 800, otherwise it's going to look very grainy. And for movie recording size, go ahead and go to 1080p, 23.98 frames per second. As for picture style, you can really customize it any way you want. I just find that bumping up the contrast and saturation a couple notches looks really good in my videos, but you can definitely keep it on auto if you wanted. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. It's very simple, and of course with the touchscreen, it definitely makes it a lot more easy to use and user-friendly. That's one of the reasons I really love this camera. As always, if you have any additional questions, leave them down below and I will get back to you. I hope this helped you guys, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.